All right, so oil inventory soared by 19 and a quarter million barrels last week. How many people have traded oil? And the interesting thing about oil, the Saudis have cut back on production. They did a production cut. I think it's going to take a little time to catch up because there's still a lot of oil out there because they turned on the spigot and said, fine, Russia, you don't want to come to the table? We're going to just send out all the oil we want. And you know something? I got a 2001 Ford Excursion, okay, 40-gallon tank. I'm loving gas prices right now. So there still is a lot of oil inventory as it shows right here. Oil inventory soared by 19 and a quarter million barrels. But as the production is starting to slow down, that number is going to drop, all right? That number is definitely going to drop. So with that being said, how many people are trading oil stocks, all right? Investing in stockpiles of U.S. oil posted another huge build last week. The Energy Information Administration reported Wednesday as demand destruction from the COVID pandemic continued. Oil inventories jumped by 19 and a quarter million barrels for the week ending April 3rd. That compared with expectations for a build of about 11.7 million barrels, according to the forecast compiled by Investing.com. That brings the rise of inventories up to nearly 50 million barrels. Wow, that's a lot. All right, that's a lot of oil. That's a lot of oil out there. Let's go into my watch list. Oops, why does that pop up, Joey? Why do you do that? Stop it. All right. We're going to go back into the software. I didn't have an oil stock. I could have put in WTI, but I didn't. What I did is I went to my petroleum watch list. I have a petroleum watch list. I have petroleum ETFs. If you do want to play ETFs on petroleum, which ones would you look at? They're all sell right now. Brent, 2 times man, they're all sell recommendations. Let's go to petroleum stocks as all. Now, keep in mind, with all of the inventory that's out there, all the supply that's out there, oil is getting beaten up, right? Oil is definitely getting beaten up. And a lot of these oil stocks are sell recommendations. But interesting, as we start to cut back on production of oil, let's go look at the stocks that are starting to move out of the sell range. There's 3 of them. That's interesting, all right? All of them have positive growth rates. Look at their earnings per share. All 3 of them have earnings per share of greater than $1 or more, right? So this may be a good start of finding some oil stocks to take a look at. Let's view the stock graphs. Now remember, I don't have any oil specific stock to look at, so looking at the watch list, look at this TCP, Petroleum Production Pipeline, coming off of this low, more green days than red days, above the value of the 20 exponential moving average. Approaching a level of resistance sitting at 34.26. Volume is pretty steady. I got a lot of trading day left. Well, not a lot, but I got some trading day left still right here. TCP, write that down. TRP was looking good, pulled back, but at least still above that level of the 20-day exponential moving average. At least keep that in mind. If it breaks below, you probably don't want to continue looking at that, or if you own it, you probably don't still want it. WMB, coming up off the low, breaking above that level of the 20-day exponential moving average, pulling back a little bit, but does still have some space. Write that down as well. Now, interesting part about this one is the stock's price is going up, watch the volume going down. That's one way of finding some oil stocks to take a look at. Next thing, why not sort the same list by RT to find the oil stocks that are in an uptrend? There's only 2 of them, TCP and WMB. We just looked at the both of those. So whether it's a hold recommendation or in an uptrend, I've now given you some stocks to look at. There's 80 stocks in this watch list. I've now at least given you some stocks to keep your eye on. TCP, WMB as a way of stocks that may be on the move as the production gets cut down and oil prices go back up. Those 2 may be stocks to keep your eyes on, all right? Just keeping that in mind. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Now, if you're new to the software or would like refresher information about the software, click on this Getting Started video right here. Thanks to all of your input, here's a YouTube video that we think would be perfect for you. click right here. If nothing else, folks, just hit the subscribe button right here.